Get it lit, boy. Love your vibe, yeah. We the best, boy. Give me the light, yeah. And we turn it up every time, every time. And we bust it up, watch it hype, watch it. Ha! Bad. Anyway, them see me, I make gun, them a chat. Bad. Busting up the place with my style, but what kind of thing that style where we fling?
Having trouble with my internet. It's dropping in my bedroom and the kitchen.
Problem in your internet is your Wi-Fi. You see, things like the size of your house, the building materials you use, like concrete walls, whether you have multiple floors. And let's not forget the distance between your modem and your devices, like your computer, your phone, TV. All these have an effect on the quality and the strength of your Wi-Fi.
How do you know this stuff?
You need to check Telem. They have mesh devices that allow you to create your own smart Wi-Fi network to cover your entire home. It's a few small devices working together like a team to cover your entire house with strong Wi-Fi signal. Super easy. Here, I get one from Telem today. Download the app from your phone app store, plug in the device, and plug into the modem. When light blinks blue, it's ready to pair via the app. Go to app, click next, and follow the instruction. Place the second device where you need coverage. Boom. Now you're covered. Telem makes it super easy. They offer convenient payment plans of just $12 a month. My guy, and if you opt to get the fiber plan, they'll come and install it for you. Guess what? For free.
Oh, wow. I'm gonna get my smart Wi-Fi plan today.
Hey, let's do this thing.
Today itself.
Get your smart Wi-Fi from Telem today.
Hey, and welcome to a Morning Live. How are you doing? I hope everything is okay so far. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Yes, guys, that's right. Good morning. Good morning to all of the lovely viewers that we have tuning in. It's going to be a great Wednesday. We're getting over hump day, you know?
We're getting over hump
So
day.
slumped, yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Hump day.
All right. We start off with some news about the weather. I know that many people were a little bit concerned as to where is this storm going? Is it coming in our direction? And the latest that we had was on Tuesday at 5 p.m. The central of Tropical Storm Erin was located near latitude 17.0 north, latitude 38.3 west, east of the Northeast Caribbean. The system was moving toward the west of 265 degrees near, I lost it. Near 22 miles per hour. Now, according to the Prime Minister, Luc Messelina, he's urging residents to stay vigilant and continue preparing for the hurricane season as Tropical Storm Erin progresses across the Atlantic Ocean. While there is currently no immediate threat to the island, Messelina assured the government is actively monitoring the situation through regular updates from the Meteo Office. He says we are now in the peak months of the hurricane season, and he urges residents to take the time now to ensure the homes, the businesses, and families are prepared. So it's coming towards our direction, but it's moving, like the newspaper said, it's moving away. But it's going to be a lot of rain, I should say. So we're gonna have some
Like some Maria vibes.
Some Maria vibes. Yeah, remember Maria?
I wasn't here for Maria, but I heard a lot.
You were here for Gonzalo?
Wait, Gonzalo was what, 2008?
I think so.
Yeah, I was here for that one.
Yeah, that one was scary.
That one destroyed my whole backyard.
Oh, you see? Yeah.
Oh, was it? I don't know. I just remember there was a big hurricane in like 2008, 2009, something like. All right, y'all. Let me jump into the story for you guys. Okay, a victim of attack by pit bull dogs hospitalized with severe injuries. South Reward. Residents of Ochre Ward, South Reward, have appealed to the prosecutor to take urgent action after 4 pit bull dogs attacked a Haitian handyman, Alex Jones, on early morning of Monday, August 11th, leaving him hospitalized with severe injuries and what easily could have been a fatal outcome. Jones fought off the dogs best as he could and is being treated at the St. Martin Medical Center, SMMC. According to Ochre Road residents, the assault on Jones was so severe that he lost consciousness in the street and was rushed by the ambulance to SMC, where he underwent emergency surgery. In the desperate struggle, he managed to shield his face and neck, an act that likely saved his life. Residents believed he was lucky to survive. The residents emphasized in a letter sent to the Daily Herald that the attack was not an isolated one, but sorry, I just lost my page too. That's why. Okay, that the attack was not an isolated one, but the latest in a string of dangerous encounters that have left the community shaken and fearful. In total, 3 people have been bitten recently, including a child, and attacks are escalating with the threat to public safety growing. Ochre Road is a dead-end street. Every resident, worker, and visitor alike must pass on the road, passing the property where these dogs are kept, and many have experienced intimidation, near attacks, and verbal threats when raising concerns, wrote the residents. What makes this even more troubling is that the owner of the dogs has received multiple warnings in the past. Authorities and the neighbors have urged him to fence his dogs securely and prevent further incidents. These warnings were ignored. The dogs remain uncontained and the risk to public safety continues. This is a small community and everyone knows each other, but this has been a big problem for years, said a neighbor who wished to remain anonymous when contacted by the newspaper. Alex is badly injured and it's worrying. Some of us can't walk past the property, but it's a risk and very scary. Children certainly cannot walk past the property in safety. Now this hospitalization has been the tipping point. Another neighbor said that a property next to the one with the 4 pit bulls also has 2 pit bulls, but they are chained up. The residents have prepared for a formal complaint to the prosecutor's office that was signed by the residents Tuesday morning. Many complaints have been made to the police in the past, but unfortunately no action has yet been taken. We believe this issue extends far beyond our neighborhood. Across St. Martin, children are afraid to walk to school. Postal workers and delivery drivers refuse to enter certain areas. Families are altering their daily routines to avoid being mauled. The residents called on those in authority to tackle this public safety crisis. Government, for example, is urged to enforce the Dangerous Dog Act with urgency and consistency, while law enforcement should respond to complaints with seriousness and follow through, and dog owners must take responsibility for securing their animals and preventing harm. Dog bites are not accidents, they are preventable, and they are happening too often. We are proud of our community and committed to its safety, but we cannot do this alone. Wrote the residents. We urge all residents of St. Martin to speak up, share their experiences, and demand action. Our streets must be safe for everyone. The letter was signed by concerned residents of Ochre Road, South Reward.
This is why I say, Haley, if I go into a yard or I go into any business and I see a dog or any home, and they tell me it's okay. It's fine. They don't bite. They're trained. They've never bitten anybody in their life. I will still not go inside.
I've been bitten by 2 dogs at once while feeding them, and I was breaking up a fight, and they got me on my leg, and now I have this scar that I can't get rid of.
Really?
Yeah, people think it's like a tattoo. They think it's a burn from like a motorcycle.
But it's
it's 4 holes that are in my leg. And I've never seen that happen to me before, and it was the scariest moment in my life. And they didn't give me stitches. I think they did, but they didn't want to, and it was the worst. Yeah, like my skin hasn't recovered from that. Only 2 of the holes have recovered, and it's like.
And they were pit bulls?
No, they weren't pit bulls. Actually, they were.
Don't tell me they were 2 chihuahuas, because then you kill the whole story.
They were like hunter dogs, but like the pretty hunter dogs, no.
The huge ones?
No, they're like the ones that look like they could be Cocker Spaniels, but they're not. But they're like the brown and white colored dogs. The name is not the
German Shepherd?
No, not German Shepherd. Like Brittany Spaniels or something like that. But they're hunter dogs.
Oh, okay.
They're like the nice looking hunter dogs. They look like beagles, you know. But they have teeth.
They have teeth.
They have teeth.
you just had a flashback. You just went like,
The worst part is I see these dogs once in a while still, and they're very nice, but they were babies, and they were brothers, and they were fighting from young, and like I didn't know what to do, and I was left alone to feed them, and I was there when these little fucking dogs were born, so imagine me.
That's why you just don't worry about
I
those dogs.
don't deal with dogs anymore since that, actually. I have cats. My cats love me very much. And I found my cats when they were all babies, so they look at me as if I'm mama, and they treat me like mama, and they're affectionate as fuck. It's awesome.
Okay.
It's awesome.
Let's go with Member of Parliament Otley urges government to confront the crisis at Tel M. Member of Parliament Omar Otley has raised the alarm about the calls and ignored crisis of the government-owned telecommunications company Tel M. The MP said that he has been receiving many complaints from the employees at Tel M about the deterioration of the work environment. As the public understandably remains focused on the ongoing issues at local company GEBE, Tel M is spiraling into financial and operational uncertainty. With little public accountability, no clear vision, and no government intervention, said Otley. And then it continues from the Daily Herald, page 9, whereby Member of Parliament...
Nice photo of him.
Yeah. Omar Otley said that the Prime Minister and shareholder representative of Tel M, who holds direct responsibility for the company's performance, said that to date, there has been no public update, no action plan, and no indication that the government even acknowledged the seriousness of the situation. According to Otley, Tel M troubles have been years in the making, and he cited the controversial removal of the board member, John Richardson, who was dismissed after he raised concerns about internal mismanagement. Instead of addressing the allegations, Otley said Richardson's removal sent a chilling message to others who might have considered speaking out. Tel M financial missteps have also raised red flags. A failed merger with MER cost the company an estimated $3.7 million. Oh, 3.7 million guilders. It's still bad.
It's still bad.
It's still horrible.
It's like what, like 1
something million dollars, yeah. An additional $12 million was invested into Smithcombs Dominicano with no visible results and returns. Yet, no one has been held accountable and no explanation has been offered to the people of St. Martin. Between 2012 and 2024, the company embarked in several high-cost projects that ultimately failed to deliver. Chief among the Fiber and Home initiative, which has burdened Tel M with approximately 44 million guilders in debt. Despite this massive investment, many of the island's most densely populated areas remain without fiber connectivity, said Member of Parliament and leader of the UP party, Omar Otley. Interesting. Tel M and its internet has been an issue for a long time, and I'm not going to be careful just because they are a sponsor. But understand that fiber is supposed to be fiber, and if you sell a certain amount of speed and you get a different one, then the company has been in turmoil for quite some time after the removal of the CEO, Kendall Dupersoy. We didn't hear anything after. We didn't even get a proper send-off for Kendall Dupersoy because, his contract wasn't renewed again. So then what happens to Tel M? Now, of course, there's a head that they have now, and I heard that they have also operations officer that they also hired from the outside, from Trinidad. And there's so much years that the employees at Tel M have underneath their belt. So obviously, they...
Sounds like an oil and water situation.
It is, just to make it, and it's not getting diluted at all.
And it's also like probably cultural,
Let's take a commercial break. When we come back, we got more.
We'll be back, y'all.
I think we should name the show Dick and Honey in the Morning. We're going to talk about that during the break.
We're going to figure it out,
Yeah, let's figure it out.
It's a working title.
It's a working title.
It's a working title.
We'll be back.
I think D and H works too.
We'll be back.
We'll be back, y'all.
I'm calling my heart, calling my heart, calling my
Here in St. Martin, we take pride in our island and want the world to see us, to hear us, and to dream about us.
Yeah, it's here certainly. Oh my god, this gotta be the first place with these now. Yeah, this is it. Can I get this one printed, please?
Of course, let me get it ready for you. Here you go.
Thank you, bro. Like, this was really quick and I appreciate it because I'm on the run. Have a good one.
Yes.
Guys, all right, y'all, welcome back. All right. Yes, I'm jumping into a story right now. Minister Gums, students registered too late for housing, urged to sign up early. Phillipsburg, Minister of Education, Culture, Youth, and Sports, ECYS, Melissa Gums, said on Tuesday that she had been informed that many St. Martin students wait too long to register in housing websites, often only a month or two before leaving for the Netherlands. She urged students to register as early as 16 to increase their chances of secure housing. She was at the time updating on the meeting she held with Housing Cooperation in the Netherlands during her during her recent visit. Forgive me, sorry, that was like a plethora of words. Open quote, one thing that the Housing Corporation did say to me, which is unfortunate to hear, is that still happening, is that St. Martiners tend to register for certain housing websites much too late. Registering a month or two before you go to the Netherlands is not going to help you. You can actually register for these sites, many of them, by the time you are 16, Gums said during a live stream in which she updated on her visit and on matters within her portfolio. She stressed the importance of early planning and encouraged parents, teachers, and guidance counselors to have conversations with students where they plan to study at an early age, end quote. Open quote. When you are 16, you make that decision at that time. Register to these sites. It gives you your profile a little more exposure. You have time to build up your reputation, so to speak, with those sites. Drawing from her own experience studying abroad in the U.S., Gums spoke of the personal responsibility students must take in securing housing and managing related requirements. She said many challenges exist, including limited housing availability, and even for European students in the Netherlands, making it harder to find individual living spaces.
Oh.
Yeah. These are tough kind of statements that I think need to be made, and I don't like to BS anybody. To be perfectly honest, I prefer to communicate in a very straightforward manner, she said. The reality
She
is...
used the word BS?
Yeah, it literally says BS right here. I'm not even joking. Okay.
Newspaper getting raunchy.
Yeah. The reality is that there's a lot more that we also have to do, and a lot of personal responsibility that has to be taken for these people who are preparing to go off to the Netherlands. Regarding her meeting with the Housing Corporation, which is connected to the Dutch cities, she said that the follow-up efforts are underway to explore possible room allotments to help St. Martin students. With the Housing Foundation that we spoke to, we will be following up to identify how we can move forward with possible room allotments. I still encourage everyone to sign up as soon as you know where you're going to be going. Those sites, and I will have additional information as we execute or follow up with this Housing Corporation. And that is the end of the story.
Interesting. So basically, register when you're 16 so that you have a bigger chance of getting a house. I don't know how conducive that is. As a 16-year-old, you don't know what you want to do yet. But just to go ahead. When you were 16, did you know what you wanted to do?
I had a couple of ideas of what I wanted. I wanted to go to England to study law, but then it went to Holland, and then I ended up in New York, so...
Yeah.
And it changes.
Life keep on lifing, you know that.
Yeah, life is a bunch of ebbs and flows, ladies and gentlemen.
State Secretary Van Buren, I'm not going to sit back, I'm going to work with St. Martin. Yes, over these past couple of days, you had the State Secretary, the new State Secretary, come to St. Martin, and the delegation led by Prime Minister Luc Messelina gave them a tour and updates on certain projects. Dutch State Secretary of Groningen Recovering Program, Digitalization and Kingdom Relations, Eddie Van Buren, has pledged to take an active role in advancing St. Martin recovery and development through the trust fund. He said that he will not sit back during the term, but will work closely with the island to maximize the fund's potential. He said, I'm not going to sit back, I'm going to work with St. Martin to push the possibilities that are in the trust fund to a higher level. Okay. It's time for your horoscopes. When we come back, we take a break first, and then Hales come back with your horoscopes.
Horoscopes.
Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas! Viva, Viva Las Vegas!
And we are back.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's right. I am here to present you with your horoscopes, done by, of course, Miss Maggie Helena. Shout out to Miss Maggie Helena at the Daily Herald. We appreciate you. Okay, Aries, March 21st to April 19th. Your visionary abilities can come to the fore now, and you could be seen as a solid contributor. Don't doubt your talents. A fun, active date with someone special can channel higher energies more constructively than arguing. Taurus, April 20th to May 20th. You can have a sweet way with words, soothing your way right into a conversation. A hands-on approach is probably needed to move something to the next square. Vibe with a partner, or if single, someone with potential might show up. Gemini, May 21st to June 20th. People may detect that you have up-leveled. It could be very obvious. Financial matters show promise, and you may consider teaming up for larger returns. A new acquaintance could be a breath of fresh air. Cancer, June 21st to July 22nd. Your work landscape could be littered with both Easter eggs and potholes now. There is plenty of opportunity if you step mindfully. A friend just might not have it to give right now. Allow them to deal with what's on their plate. And of course, birthday season, Leo. Happy birthday to all my Leos. Gotta do some birthday shout-outs.
We gotta do some birthday shout-outs.
Birthday shout-outs too. Leo, put yourself out there, but don't force anything if you hit resistance. You could discover just the answer to a creative problem. Open yourself to glimmers from the universe. Expect an upcoming boost in resources, most likely financial.
Okay, Leo. Okay, Leo.
Are you ready, Virgo? You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Virgo, August 23rd to September 22nd. You may be bursting to bring yourself into the forefront or launch something, but the wait should be nearly over. A friend could offer just the spiritual refreshment you need. A quest for new intel could hit a closed door today. All right. Libra, the stars are shining on your career sector. Things could get easier and more flowing. A financial presentation could be slick. Ask all the needed questions. A practical conversation could help to resolve nuts and bolts issues. Scorpio,
Our favorite.
October 28th to November 21st. The path to getting something done may look convoluted, but a flash of inspiration might arrive later in the day. Use your mind to solve problems and communicate at the appropriate level for the audience. Yes, Sagittarius, November 22nd to December 21st. An adventure could be on, then off, then maybe on again. Open to getting more to support in your work life. Investigate what might be available. Finances can be on track for helpful gains. Capricorn, December 22nd to January 19th. Show up strongly to shut down any doubters from the start. If single, there might not be much to choose from now. If committed, the vibe could mellow and chill. Spend a little to fix a problem if you can. And you know, here's the best one.
Yeah.
Aquarius, January 20th to February 18th. Find the right words and mindset to serve the moment. Involvement in a worthy cause could inspire you to live in a new way. Consider letting something resolve on its own in a family matter. Forcing a solution is unlikely to be helpful. And last but not least, Pisces, February 19th to March 20th. A focus on genuine service can be deeply rewarding. Listen to hard guidance about your path. Next steps could soon come into view. Break out into creative hobby. You could be more inspired than usual. And that concludes your horoscope reading for today. But
Check out the birthdays there quick before we go.
yeah.
So at least
then we got to do a recap of last night because I did the
Yes, there was a fundraiser for longtime musician Shaba.
because you just
Everybody who knows him, everybody knows Shaba from performing and also doing a bunch of cultural stuff here on St. Martin. So I was happy to hear that he received a great turnout.
Yeah, no, last night was really
by
nice.
St. Martin Beer, right?
Yeah, SXM Beer. So it's hosted by SXM Beer, and basically almost all the musicians, well, the performing musicians, like there's 15, 20 of them over there, came together. So Alfredo, Lee, Ronnie.
That's the whole night entertainment crew.
I believe the boys from Red Piano, what was it? What the Funk?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were there too. Yeah, a lot of them. And then Alfredo even brought me on stage to sing when they started performing the song that I've been singing at Beer Garden for the last couple of years.
And what song is that?
It's What's Up by Four Non Blondes.
Oh.
So like Alfredo was like, you come here, and I'm like there in the middle of making drinks and serving beers, and I was like, okay, and I just like hopped out the bar real fast, real nimble and quick, you know, and I sang my song, and then I jumped back into the bar, and then my boss was like, oh shit, I didn't know you could sing. I was like, yeah, it's just something I've been doing.
Something quick, yeah.
But it was really nice to do that for Shaba, and Shaba is actually like one of my former professors when from St. Dominic.
From St. Dominic,
I did
yes.
a little stint in IB, and I remember he was one of my professors. It was like for that critical thinking class. I can't remember. It's not coming to me, but he would ask us questions and make us think and stuff, and it was cool moments, cool times. Yeah. So if you guys want to raise money or give any donations for Shaba, get in touch with his family. You can send us a message and I can forward you to them because I don't have the number off of me right now. But it was very nice last night, and I really hope that it was nice to see the community come together.
Especially for one of their own.
And SXM Beer Warehouse is very nice. Shout out to SXM Beer.
Shout out to Crazy Dave.
You got Dave, you got Scott, you got Pascal and Maria, you got all of them. It's very nice. It was a very nice environment. Really, they did a lot with that space. Okay, guys, let's jump into the birthday shout outs real quick. Shout out to Jennifer Colello. She is my coworker at AUC. We call her Nurse Jenny. Nurse Jenny. Okay, then shout out to Rosalind. She's also like one of my boat girlfriends. Shout out to Greg White. Those of you that know Greg, he's the karaoke man
For
Toppers.
Toppers, yes.
Yes.
Greg.
Okay, shout out to Jamasi Brutus. Shout out to Kerry Urbino. I believe he lives in Aruba. He came over here for you remember VXG?
Yeah, VXG.
Oh, I did VXG. That was fun. Happy birthday to Daniel Hallman too. Happy birthday to Mario Hodge. Oh yeah, you all know Mario.
No.
Little Mario with his sister Maggie.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And yeah,
That's it?
That's it for today, guys. Those are your birthdays. Happy birthdays and happy birthday to Hannah Mae, but that's a friend from Florida. I don't know if she tunes in or not. That's all the birthdays I have for today on my Facebook.
I will see you guys back on Friday. Make sure you behave.
Yeah, Friday. God's spare life.
God's spare life,
God's
yes.
spare life. That's how you know I'm local.
Yeah.
What else? Yeah, guys, and stay tuned for all the things that are coming up. If you want to work with us, if you want to sponsor us, if you want to do advertising with us, feel free to reach out to us.
It's very easy.
It's very easy. We're on
Yes.
social media. We'll put our pages and our names up in another later date at a later time. But yeah, and we'll see you
Have a
later.
good one.
Have a good one, guys.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
I'm having trouble with my internet. It's dropping in my bedroom and the kitchen.
Problem in your internet is your Wi-Fi. You see, things like the size of your house, the building materials you use, like concrete walls, whether you have multiple floors, And let's not forget the distance between your modem and your devices, like your computer, your phone, TV. All these have an effect on the quality and strength of your Wi-Fi.
How do you know this stuff?
You need to check Telem. They have mesh devices that allow you to create your own smart Wi-Fi network to cover your entire home. It's a few small devices working together like a team to cover your entire house with strong Wi-Fi signal. Super easy. Here, I get one from Telem today.